You think getting older means fading out? Think again. There's a powerful secret, a profound biological truth that most men over 60 are completely missing. This isn't about popping a pill. It's about unlocking a natural, vibrant strength that's been dormant. If you truly want to reclaim not just your vitality, but a fundamental part of who you are, then you absolutely cannot miss the end of this video. The final insight will radically shift your understanding, and it's something every man deserves to know. Body fuel. We often talk about the body as this incredible machine, but we rarely dig deep enough to understand what truly fuels its most intricate and powerful systems. When we consider male sexual strength, especially as we age, we tend to fixate on the visible, the immediate, the symptomatic. But the real magic, the true restoration, happens at a level so fundamental that many overlook it entirely. It's about how our cells communicate, how they generate energy, and how efficiently they repair themselves. Think of your body as a high-performance vehicle. You wouldn't just polish the exterior and ignore the engine, would you? The same principle applies here, profoundly so. What you put in, how you move, and how you live isn't just about general health. It's directly, intrinsically linked to the very essence of your masculine vitality. It starts with understanding that our bodies are constantly in a state of flux, a dynamic interplay of creation and degradation. As we age, the balance often shifts, and degradation can begin to outpace creation, leading to a decline in function across various systems, including the reproductive system. But this isn't an irreversible fate. This isn't a one-way street into decline. The scientific evidence is robust and compelling, showing us that we possess an incredible capacity to influence this balance, to tip the scales back in favor of youthful vigor. It's not about turning back the clock in some fantastical way, but about optimizing the biological processes that govern strength, resilience, and function. This optimization is within your grasp, and it's far more powerful than you might imagine. The conversation around aging and male sexual health often defaults to conversations about hormones, which are undeniably important. But hormones don't exist in a vacuum. Their production, their efficacy, and their very signaling depend on a healthy, responsive cellular environment. If your cells are sluggish, if your blood vessels are compromised, if your energy factories, your mitochondria, are faltering, then even optimal hormone levels won't be able to deliver their full potential. This is why focusing solely on one aspect is a disservice to the complexity and interconnectedness of the human body. We need to look at the holistic picture, understanding how every system supports and influences the others, creating a symphony of health or a cacophony of dysfunction. Consider the role of nitric oxide, a molecule so vital yet so often overlooked in this discussion. Nitric oxide is a powerful vasodilator, meaning it helps relax and widen blood vessels, allowing for increased blood flow. This is absolutely critical for erectile function. Without sufficient nitric oxide, blood flow to the penis is compromised, making erections difficult to achieve and maintain. And guess what significantly boosts nitric oxide production? It's not just a pill, it's movement. It's specific types of exercise that stimulate the endothelial cells lining your blood vessels to release this miraculous molecule. This isn't just theory, it's a fundamental physiological process that you can directly influence through your daily habits. Beyond nitric oxide, we must also talk about inflammation. Chronic inflammation, a silent enemy, can wreak havoc on virtually every system in the body, including the delicate tissues and vascular structures essential for sexual function. It can damage blood vessels, impair nerve function, and interfere with hormone signaling. Many factors contribute to chronic inflammation, from diet to stress, but physical activity performed correctly acts as a potent anti-inflammatory agent. It helps to clear out cellular debris, optimize immune function, and create an environment where healing and regeneration can thrive. This isn't about punishing your body, it's about nurturing it back to a state of youthful resilience. Blood flow. Let's talk about the absolute cornerstone of male sexual strength, blood flow. It sounds simple, almost too obvious, But the profound implications of optimized circulation are often underestimated. Imagine a garden hose that's kinked or clogged. No matter how strong the water pressure at the source, the plants at the end won't get the nourishment they need. Your body, specifically your vasculature, functions in a very similar way. The ability to achieve and maintain an erection is fundamentally dependent on robust, unimpeded blood flow into the erectile tissues. As we age, our blood vessels can become stiffer, narrower, and less responsive, a process known as atherosclerosis. This isn't an inevitable decline that you just have to accept. The magic of exercise, particularly specific types of cardiovascular activity, lies in its ability to directly combat this vascular aging. When you engage in physical activity, your heart pumps harder, forcing blood through your arteries and capillaries. This increased shear stress on the inner lining of your blood vessels, the endothelium, signals these cells to produce more nitric oxide. As we discussed, nitric oxide is the body's natural vasodilator. It tells your blood vessels to relax and open up like a well-oiled valve. This isn't a temporary fix. Consistent exercise promotes the long-term health and elasticity of your arteries, making them more pliable and efficient. It's a systemic upgrade that benefits every organ, including, critically, the penis. Think about the sheer elegance of this mechanism. Your body, through purposeful movement, can essentially re-engineer its own circulatory system. It can create new capillaries, a process called angiogenesis, improving the density of your vascular network. It can strengthen the existing vessels, making them more resilient to damage. This isn't just about making your heart stronger, it's about making your entire circulatory infrastructure more robust and capable. This means more efficient delivery of oxygen and nutrients to every cell, and more importantly for this discussion, the sustained ability to deliver the necessary blood volume for firm, lasting erections. This is a scientific fact, not a hopeful wish. Beyond the direct mechanical effects on blood vessels, exercise also plays a crucial role in managing factors that damage blood flow. High blood pressure, high cholesterol, and insulin resistance, these are all major contributors to vascular dysfunction and subsequently erectile difficulties. Regular physical activity is one of the most powerful tools we have to regulate these systemic issues. It lowers blood pressure, improves cholesterol profiles by increasing beneficial HDL and lowering harmful LDL, and enhances insulin sensitivity, helping your body utilize glucose more effectively. By tackling these underlying metabolic challenges, exercise indirectly yet profoundly supports and restores healthy blood flow throughout the body. The type of exercise also matters. While all movement is beneficial, exercises that get your heart rate up and sustain it for a period are particularly effective for vascular health. This could be brisk walking, jogging, swimming, cycling, or even dancing. The key is consistency and moderate intensity. It's not about becoming an Olympic athlete overnight, but about incorporating regular, purposeful movement into your life. Even short bursts of activity accumulated throughout the day contribute to this systemic improvement in blood flow. This isn't just about a single aspect of your health, it's about optimizing the very lifeblood of your existence, literally, and profoundly impacting your sexual vitality. Cellular vigor. When we talk about maintaining male sexual strength past 60, we need to go beyond the visible and dive into the microscopic world of cellular vigor. This isn't some abstract concept, it's the very foundation upon which all health, including sexual health, is built. Every cell in your body, from your brain to your biceps to the endothelial cells lining your blood vessels, is a tiny powerhouse, constantly performing thousands of complex functions. As we age, these cellular processes can become less efficient, less robust. But here's the profound truth. Exercise is one of the most potent stimuli we have to rejuvenate and revitalize these very cells. It's like hitting a reset button for your internal machinery. Consider the mitochondria, the power plants within each of your cells. They are responsible for generating ATP, the energy currency that fuels every cellular activity. Healthy, abundant mitochondria mean energetic, functional cells. As we get older, mitochondrial function can decline, leading to less energy production and increased cellular stress. This manifests as fatigue, slower recovery, and yes, even impaired function in tissues critical for sexual health. Exercise, particularly certain forms of resistance and high-intensity interval training, is a powerful mitohormetic stressor. It challenges your mitochondria, prompting them to adapt, multiply, and become more efficient. You're essentially upgrading your cellular energy infrastructure. Beyond energy production, cellular health is also about cellular repair and maintenance. Our cells are constantly being damaged by free radicals, metabolic byproducts, and environmental toxins. The body has sophisticated mechanisms for repair and waste removal, a process known as autophagy, where old damaged cellular components are recycled. Exercise is a potent activator of autophagy. It essentially gives your cells a deep clean, getting rid of dysfunctional parts and making way for new, healthy components. This cellular spring cleaning is vital for maintaining the integrity and function of all tissues, including those involved in erectile function and sperm production, ensuring they remain robust and responsive. Another critical aspect of cellular vigor lies in gene expression. We often think of our genes as fixed, destiny written in stone. But the emerging science of epigenetics reveals that our lifestyle choices, including exercise, can profoundly influence which genes are turned on or off. Regular physical activity can activate genes associated with antioxidant defense, DNA repair, and anti-inflammatory processes. It can also suppress genes linked to cellular senescence and disease. This means that exercise isn't just a superficial fix, it's a deep-seated biological intervention that optimizes your genetic potential, leading to a more resilient and functional cellular landscape across your entire body. Think about the specialized cells in your reproductive system, the smooth muscle cells in your penis, the nerve cells that transmit signals, and the endothelial cells that line your blood vessels. All of these require peak cellular function to perform optimally. When you engage in consistent exercise, you are providing the fundamental stimuli for these cells to thrive. You're enhancing their ability to generate energy, to repair damage, and to communicate effectively. This isn't just about feeling good, it's about creating a biological environment where youthful function can be sustained and even restored. The vigor you feel in your muscles is mirrored by the vigor in your most intimate tissues, all at the cellular level. Hormone balance. Let's delve into a topic often at the forefront of discussions about male aging and sexual strength, hormones, specifically testosterone. It's true that testosterone levels naturally decline with age, and this decline can be associated with reduced libido, erectile dysfunction, and decreased energy. However, simply focusing on testosterone replacement, while sometimes necessary, often misses a crucial piece of the puzzle. The body's hormonal system is a finely tuned orchestra, and while testosterone is a lead instrument, its performance is deeply influenced by the health of the entire ensemble. Exercise plays an absolutely critical role in tuning this orchestra, creating a more balanced and optimal hormonal environment naturally. When we engage in physical activity, especially resistance training and high-intensity interval training, we send powerful signals to our endocrine system. Our body responds by initiating a cascade of hormonal responses. For instance, these types of exercises can directly stimulate the Leydig cells in the testes to produce more testosterone. This isn't about creating supraphysiological levels, but about optimizing your body's natural production capabilities. It's about coaxing your system back into a more youthful, robust state of hormonal synthesis, providing the fundamental building blocks for male vitality and sexual function. This is a scientific fact, not just a theory. Beyond direct testosterone production, exercise also helps manage other hormones that significantly impact male sexual health. Cortisol, the stress hormone, is a prime example. Chronic stress leads to elevated cortisol levels, which can suppress testosterone production and interfere with its actions. Exercise, by acting as a powerful stress reliever, helps to lower chronically elevated cortisol, creating a more favorable hormonal balance. It helps shift your body from a state of fight or flight into a more relaxed and regenerative state, allowing your reproductive system to function optimally rather than being constantly inhibited by stress-induced hormonal imbalances. This is a profound benefit for overall well-being. Furthermore, Exercise plays a vital role in improving insulin sensitivity. Insulin resistance, a precursor to type 2 diabetes, is strongly linked to lower testosterone levels and erectile dysfunction. When your cells become less responsive to insulin, your pancreas has to work harder, leading to higher circulating insulin levels, which can negatively impact testosterone production. Regular physical activity makes your cells more sensitive to insulin, improving glucose metabolism and reducing the burden on your pancreas. This not only protects against metabolic disease, but also indirectly supports healthy testosterone levels and overall endocrine function, creating a more fertile ground for sexual strength. And let's not forget about growth hormone, GH. While often associated with muscle growth, GH also plays a role in cellular repair, fat metabolism, and overall vitality. Certain types of intense exercise, particularly resistance training and short, high-intensity bursts, can significantly boost natural growth hormone release. While GH levels naturally decline with age, strategic exercise can help maintain them at a higher, more functional level. This contributes to a more youthful body composition, better recovery, and a general sense of vigor that supports all aspects of male health, including sexual performance. It's all interconnected, and exercise is the master conductor of this intricate hormonal symphony. Nerve power. We've talked about blood flow and cellular health, but there's another absolutely critical component to male sexual strength that often gets overlooked: nerve power. Think of your nervous system as the intricate wiring that connects your brain to every part of your body, transmitting vital signals with lightning speed. For an erection to occur, a complex cascade of neurological signals must travel from your brain, down your spinal cord, and into the nerves that innervate the penis. Any disruption or weakening in this neural pathway can significantly impair function, regardless of how good your blood flow might be. This is where exercise steps in as a powerful neuro-optimizer. One of the most profound ways exercise enhances nerve power is by improving neurogenesis, the creation of new brain cells, and neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections. While we're talking about direct sexual function, a sharper, more responsive nervous system overall means more efficient signaling everywhere. For the pelvic nerves, exercise helps to maintain their health and integrity, ensuring that the messages from the brain, desire, arousal, are accurately and swiftly transmitted to the erectile tissues. This isn't just about physical strength, it's about the precision and responsiveness of your biological communication system. Furthermore, exercise helps to reduce oxidative stress and inflammation within the nervous system. These factors can damage nerve cells and impair their ability to transmit signals effectively. Regular physical activity, particularly aerobic exercise, increases the production of neurotrophic factors, such as brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF. BDNF is often called miracle grow for the brain because it supports the survival of existing neurons and encourages the growth of new ones. A nervous system bathed in neurotrophic factors is a resilient, responsive, and robust nervous system, crucial for the intricate dance of sexual arousal and function. Consider the pelvic floor muscles. These muscles play a surprisingly critical role in both urinary continence and erectile function, specifically in maintaining an erection by compressing veins that drain blood from the penis. While not directly a nerve, strong, well-coordinated pelvic floor muscles rely on healthy nerve innervation. Exercise, particularly targeted exercises like Kegels, but also core strengthening activities, can enhance the strength and responsiveness of these muscles and their neural connections. This directly contributes to the mechanical integrity required for sustaining an erection, demonstrating another tangible link between physical activity and sexual strength. Finally, let's not forget the role of psychological well-being. Stress, anxiety, and depression can profoundly impact nerve function and, consequently, sexual performance. Exercise is a well-documented mood enhancer, reducing stress hormones and increasing neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, which are linked to feelings of well-being and pleasure. A calmer, more positive mental state translates to a more relaxed and responsive nervous system, allowing sexual arousal and function to unfold more naturally and effectively. So, while we often think of nerves as purely physical, their function is deeply intertwined with our emotional and mental state, all of which are positively influenced by movement. See, aging isn't a surrender. It's a call to understand your body at a deeper level, to unlock its innate capacity for vitality. What we've explored today isn't about chasing youth. It's about claiming the incredible, scientifically proven power you have to optimize your health, your strength, and your most intimate connections. This isn't just about adding years to your life, it's about adding profound, vibrant life to your years. Embrace this knowledge, act on it, and prepare to redefine what's possible for you. Engaging YouTube comment. This isn't just theory, it's a blueprint for a richer, more vital life at any age. Knowing how deeply exercise impacts us at the cellular level beyond just muscles is a game changer. What's one small change you're making this week after watching this?